Good evening, all lovely and wonderful Dunellen parents. My name is Mr. Dana Orsucci. I am a social studies teacher at Dunellen High School. I'm also the social studies department liaison. Um, I just want to introduce the economics course for you tonight. So it's economics and financial literacy. It is period 3. So there's about 16 students in this class, 17 students in this class. So it's not a huge class size, of course. But I just want to discuss with you tonight a little bit about the course itself, expectations, guidelines, instruction, how we'll kind of be operating the class on a daily basis as we meet on Google Meets every day live. Again, this is period 3 class. So it's roughly from 10:45 to about 11:15 or 10:40 to 11:10, excuse me. And so students are, of course, required to be in attendance every day, just like they would be if they were in school. I know they're at home, so there's a certain comfort level that accompanies that, but we can assure you that the students need to be in attendance every day for the Google Meets. I just want to tell you quickly a little bit about myself. I've been at Dunellen High School for 19 years now, and it seems impossible to believe that I've been at this school for almost 2 decades. I love Dunellen. I love teaching at Dunellen. I love the students of Dunellen. I don't want to be anywhere else. I want to be here. I want to be teaching your sons and your daughters. And some of you, some of the students I've had before last year, sophomores who are now in the economics class. I've taught some of the brothers and sisters of many of my students and cousins. So I'm very familiar with Dunellen. I enjoy Dunellen quite a bit, and I'm really honored and privileged to be able to teach at Dunellen High School. So I just wanted to express that as well. I wanted to also express that my job is here for the students. I'm here to help the students in any way I can, in any situation. It doesn't even have to be academically, of course. These are some strange times we're going through, and we've never done this before. Obviously, something like this has never happened, and going virtual now, live every day, is something I never thought I would ever experience, or any of my other colleagues, or you as parents, or the students themselves. So we're going to get through this together. I just reiterate that to the students all the time. Listen, there are going to be highs and lows. You're going to be on Google Meets. You're going to get kicked out for whatever reason with the internet connection, router issues, other people in the family. It's fine. We're going to deal with all this. I don't want more stress and anxiety added to any of the students more than there needs to be, because this is, again, it can be a very stressful time and very uncertain, but I can assure you that I am here for the students. If they need anything, if you as their parents need anything, please feel free to contact me anytime you want. You can email me. I will be more than happy to help and assist in any way I can. Having said all that, now the economics/financial literacy course is a 1-semester course that is required by the state of New Jersey. So in order to graduate from a public high school in the state of New Jersey, students must pass the economics course. So that puts a little bit of the onus on the student, of course, because they must pass this course in order to graduate. And it is 1 semester, so I will have the students from now until the end of January. And then they will most likely be going to public speaking. Hopefully we'll be back in school at that point by the end of January, and we can be in my classroom and physically in the building. Hopefully that'll all work out. But economics financial literacy is going to cover a wide range of things. I'm actually going to share now the class description sheet with you, the course syllabus. So I need to present that now. So you may see me kind of disappear into the corner as I present the economics financial literacy sheet, and I will be scrolling down, of course, so that you can read some of it yourself and see some of it yourself. So in a second here, I may disappear off into the corner or do a split screen. I'm not quite sure how it will set up for you. But with this course, we've already done an introduction to economics, what stocks are, what bonds are, the housing market, how to buy a house, how to get a mortgage, car loans. We talked about unemployment. We've talked about the Federal Reserve. We did a basic overview last week, 3 days straight, of introduction to economics, terms that they're going to be familiar with. This is something new to the students. This is something quite unfamiliar to them. I know they've had maybe a little bit of economics in their U.S. history courses, but I can assure you this is going to be kind of unique to them, unlike anything that they've probably ever seen. I've tried to make my living room here behind me, put some posters up. I got my national debt poster right behind me there, so we try to create at least a little bit of a setting here for the students as well. But as I said, we're going to be focusing on stocks, bonds, investment opportunities, how to, again, get a mortgage. How, if you want to buy a car, what do you have to do? What are taxes all about? What financial institutions are out there? The New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, how that works, unemployment situations, taxes that may come out of their paycheck. What are these taxes? I mean, these are very practical things that these students, I think, need to know. How to open up a checking account or a savings account at a bank. What is a CD at a bank? How those things work. These are practical things as these kids approach college that I think they're going to need to understand. How do you borrow money? Where do you go to borrow money? So these are a lot of the things that we're going to be covering in class that are very, very practical, and that's the financial literacy aspect of it. So again, supply and demand, of course, will be a huge thing, how to graph supply and demand. We're going to be covering a wide range of economic topics, of practical topics. There is going to be some writing, there's going to be some reading, there's going to be some math involved in this. So we're going to try to include an economic, even a social, political, geographical background where things are taking place, where are spots in the country that are great for real estate, not so great for real estate. Again, how does this all work? What is a mutual fund? What is a money market account? How do you invest in commercial real estate, land? These are all things that I think students need to know and that they're somewhat familiar with, but they don't really understand the true concepts. I mean, they've heard of stocks and bonds, but they might not really even know what that means. So this class is going to give them that overview. And as we go, as I scroll down here, as you can hopefully see, right, it's just an introductory paragraph there about graduating public high school. You must, of course, pass this class. And again, what students between economics and calculus, modern economic theory, analyzing graphs, charts, data. These are things that will be going on in this class. And as you see here, basic concepts, right? Different economic thoughts from Adam Smith, Thomas Malthus, David Ricardo, Karl Marx, and then what each unit will contain and what the key topics of each unit will contain. I can obviously email this to you. I know it's impossible to read as I scroll down. So if you would like this email, the students already have it. Of course, your son or daughter already has it. But if you would like it as well, please email me and I can attach this or anything else you may need. Obviously, the Chromebooks are going to be vital. So they must be charged every day. They must have them every day with them. It's all Google platform based. So Google Classroom, Google Meets, Google Hangouts. These are all essential to the communication with the students, which is key. So really, again, everything will be posted on Google Classroom that they may need, that they may have to do, assignments. And again, everything will have a date on it. Everything will have a due date on it. Everything will have a point value. And again, grading wise, I don't say that tests are 50% and quizzes are 20%. And so everything has a point value. So everything the students submit will have a point value to it. So at the end of the first marking period, I will add up all the points possible. I will add up all the points that your son or daughter has earned, and I simply divide the number of points possible by the number of points the student has earned. But with Genesis, of course, the online grade book, it is very easy to keep up. So with all this technology, with emailing, with all the Google information we have, all the technology, online grade book, please, we can keep up to date. We can keep very current with what's going on. Parents, if you have any questions for me, please email me. Let me know what I can do. Let me know if there are any other issues that are going on. I have one son in college, one son in high school, so I know the craziness of trying to organize everything and get everything complete and figure out the best scenario, the best way to go about this. So I struggle with it too sometimes myself, with me teaching and, of course, as I said, my two sons. So I'm here for you. I'm here to help. As I said, I love Dunellen, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make this a very successful and happy year for your son or daughter. So please, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Thank you. Good night.